Have you ever caught your reflection and thought, when did I start looking different? Maybe it was the way your shirt fit a little snugger around the waist. Maybe it was noticing a subtle new scent. Or maybe it was something you couldn't quite name. Just a feeling that your body was shifting in ways you never expected. You're not imagining it. And it's not just getting older. It's your body's way of speaking to you. Today, we're diving deep into 4 silent, powerful signs of aging in men. Clues that your body reveals as the years pass. 1 you can smell before you see. 2 that quietly grow over time. And 1 that's shrinking without you even realizing it. Stick with me until the end, because understanding these signs isn't just about vanity. It's about protecting your vitality, your strength, and your confidence as you age. And once you know what to look for, you can take simple, powerful steps to fight back and thrive. So take a deep breath, settle in, and let's start this journey together. Because by the time we finish, you'll not only recognize these changes, you'll know exactly what you can do to age like a champion. The hidden scent of time. Why aging has an aroma, it often creeps in unnoticed. A faint smell in the air, clinging to your clothes, your skin. It's not your deodorant failing you. It's not forgetting to shower. It's something deeper, something biological. As men age, the skin itself undergoes chemical changes that produce a compound called 2-nonenal. You probably haven't heard of it, but you've likely smelled it. It's a faint, slightly greasy, papery, or grassy odor. And no matter how many times you bathe, this scent clings to you because it binds tightly to fabrics and skin. Take Richard, a 74-year-old retired engineer. His granddaughter once hugged him and innocently said, "Grandpa, you smell like old books and warm wood." At first, he chuckled, assuming it was his cologne. But even after changing soaps, detergents, and aftershaves, the scent lingered. What Richard didn't know was that his skin was producing more nonenal, a natural byproduct of the oxidative stress happening at the cellular level. Here's the kicker. Nonenal doesn't wash away easily with normal soap. It increases after age 40 and becomes even more noticeable by the 70s. It's not about cleanliness. It's simply biology. But there's good news. You can manage it. Special soaps that target nonenal, antioxidant-rich foods like spinach, berries, and green tea, and baking soda washes for clothing can help neutralize the scent. And cutting down on oxidative stress with better sleep, less sugar, and more movement helps slow its progression. So next time you catch that subtle whiff and wonder what's happening, know this. It's not a flaw. It's a sign of the beautiful, complex aging process, and you have tools to manage it. The belly that refuses to budge. A growing concern. You eat the same. You walk every day. You don't feel like you've done anything different. Yet somehow your midsection seems to be growing, stubborn, immovable, almost mocking. This isn't about letting yourself go. It's about biology rewriting the rules. As men age, testosterone levels decline, and with that, muscle mass melts away silently year after year. Less muscle means a slower metabolism. Calories that once fueled your strength now settle comfortably around your waistline, especially deep inside your abdomen, where visceral fat takes root. Meet Frank, a 76-year-old former marathon runner. Always lean, always fit, until one day he realized bending over to tie his shoes left him breathless. His once flat stomach now curved outward, stubborn and unyielding. And it's more than just appearance. Belly fat produces inflammatory chemicals. It raises the risk of heart disease, diabetes, even cognitive decline. It's not just about looks. It's about your future health. But don't lose heart. You can fight back powerfully. Strength training, even simple bodyweight exercises, rebuild muscle and ignite your metabolism. Prioritizing protein in your diet keeps you fuller longer and helps maintain lean mass. Cutting processed sugars protects your insulin response and trims fat storage. Remember, belly fat is not inevitable. It's manageable. And every small effort you make today pays off in more energy, better sleep, stronger heart health tomorrow. If this resonated with you so far, drop a 2 in the comments. It shows you're taking the first steps toward reclaiming your strength. The strange secret of growing ears. Why they keep stretching. Take a moment. Touch your ear. Feel the soft cartilage, the way it moves gently under your fingertips. Now, look at an old photo of yourself, maybe from your wedding, your 20s, your 30s. Notice anything? Your ears have grown. They truly have. Cartilage, that flexible tissue that shapes your ears and nose, never stops growing. Gravity pulls it downward, skin loses elasticity, and over time your ears become longer, larger, more pronounced. George, a 78-year-old retired teacher, discovered this while flipping through his old photo albums. There he was, youthful, vibrant, with modest ears. Now, they drooped slightly, softened at the edges, more noticeable in every picture. Science backs it up. Ears grow about 0.8 inches every decade. By your 70s or 80s, it's completely normal for ears to be visibly bigger. This change isn't dangerous, but it's a silent reminder of the passage of time. Is there anything you can do? Not to stop the growth. That's nature's design. But you can slow the drooping by staying hydrated and eating collagen-rich foods like bone broth, fish, and citrus. Protecting your skin from sun damage, which speeds up sagging. Using moisturizers with vitamin C and retinol to maintain skin elasticity. So next time you catch yourself in the mirror and notice your ears, smile. They tell the story of a life well lived, a body adapting gracefully to the years. The disappearing calves, a silent loss of strength. Have you noticed your lower legs looking thinner? Or maybe climbing stairs feels harder than it used to, even if you're still pretty active. It's not just weight loss, it's muscle atrophy, the quiet shrinkage of strength in your calves. Robert, a 75-year-old former construction worker, realized it when he struggled to push himself out of a chair without using his hands. His once strong calves had withered, leaving him feeling weaker, less stable. This happens for 3 powerful reasons. Testosterone and growth hormone levels fall, accelerating muscle loss. Circulation weakens, reducing blood flow to the legs. Activity patterns change. Even walking isn't enough without deliberate strength exercises. Shrinking calves aren't just about looks. They increase fall risk, slow your walking speed, steal your independence over time. But you are not helpless. You can rebuild lost muscle at any age by adding calf raises, incline walking, and resistance band exercises to your routine. Eating high-quality protein to fuel muscle repair. Staying consistent. Even just 10 minutes a day makes a difference. Your calves are your foundation. Strengthen them, and you strengthen your future. If you're still reading, type 4 in the comments, because knowing is the first step toward thriving. The voice that slowly fades, it's not just your muscles that weaken with time. Sometimes it's your voice too. You might not notice it at first. A slight rasp, a quieter tone, needing to clear your throat more often during conversations. Then one day, someone says, "What was that?" And you realize you're repeating yourself more than you used to. This isn't in your head. It's a real phenomenon called presbyphonia, age-related voice change. As men age, the vocal cords can lose elasticity and muscle tone. The cartilage in the larynx, voice box, can also harden, making it harder for your vocal cords to vibrate the way they once did. The result? A voice that might sound thinner, breathier, or just less you. For some, it's a deeply emotional realization. Our voice is a powerful part of our identity. It carries our stories, our jokes, our wisdom, and when it begins to change, we can feel like a part of us is fading. Meet Paul, a former radio host with a baritone voice that used the command rooms. In his late 70s, he began noticing that his voice cracked more during conversations. It sounded weaker on recordings, and his grandchildren sometimes asked him to say it again, louder this time. Paul felt like he was losing not just a tool, but a part of who he was. What can be done? Fortunately, voice training and speech therapy can make a significant difference. Exercises to strengthen the vocal cords, proper hydration, and even singing can help improve vocal endurance and tone. Don't underestimate the power of breathing techniques. Either deep, diaphragmatic breathing can support a fuller, more controlled voice. If you've noticed your voice changing, don't ignore it. It's not just a whisper of age. It's your body calling for support. Hands that tell the truth. Take a good look at your hands. Not just a glance. Really look. What do you see? Veins that stand out more than they used to? Thinner skin, maybe a little looser? Perhaps age spots you don't remember noticing a year ago? The hands are often the first place aging makes its quiet announcement. Unlike the face, which we protect with creams and sunscreens, hands are exposed. Sunlight, chemicals, water, cold air. Over decades, They accumulate signs of a life lived fully. But beyond the surface changes, there's something deeper going on. As we age, the fat padding in our hands diminishes. Collagen and elastin, those proteins that keep skin supple, decrease. Circulation slows. The result? Hands that appear bonier, more fragile, often more wrinkled than the rest of the body. But here's the thing. Your hands tell your story. The story of hard work, of raising children, fixing cars, writing letters, cooking meals, holding your partner's hand. The lines on them are not just wrinkles. They're maps of love and labor. That said, there are ways to care for them. Daily moisturizing can help maintain skin barrier function. Wearing gloves when cleaning or gardening protects delicate aging skin. And using sunscreen on your hands, yes, even now, can prevent further damage and slow the appearance of age spots. Your hands might be aging, but they're also enduring. They've carried you through a lifetime. Treat them with the same care you would offer a friend who's been by your side forever. The shrinking frame, you may not have noticed it happening, or maybe a friend saw it before you did. Did you get shorter? They ask with a playful jab. You laugh it off, but later you wonder. And they're right. As we age, we do tend to shrink. In fact, by the time many men reach their 70s, they can lose an inch or more in height. This isn't just about standing straighter or bad posture. It's a structural shift deep within the body. Why does this happen? There are several reasons. First, the discs in your spine, the soft cushions between the bones, dehydrate and compress over time. Second, bone density can decline, especially if you're not getting enough calcium, vitamin D, or weight-bearing exercise. And third, muscle loss in the back and core makes it harder to support the spine, causing a slight stoop or hunch. Bob, a 79-year-old former pilot, found this out the hard way. During a routine physical, he measured 2 inches shorter than his height at 40. He hadn't noticed until he looked at an old photograph where he stood eye to eye with his son. Now his son towered over him. Losing height isn't just a vanity issue. It's closely linked to bone health. Shrinking height can be a red flag for osteoporosis or spinal compression fractures, conditions that silently weaken the structure of the body until a fall or injury brings them to light. The solution? Stay proactive. Regular DEXA scans can monitor bone density. Resistance training and posture exercises help strengthen your spine and prevent dangerous curvatures. And a diet rich in calcium, vitamin D, and magnesium can help protect your bones from the inside out. The eyes that lose the spark. Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, my eyes don't look the same? Not just the color or shape, but the brightness, the vitality. That's because your eyes, too, carry the story of age. As men grow older, several changes occur in the eyes. Some expected, like needing reading glasses, and others more subtle, but emotionally powerful. The whites of the eyes may become slightly yellowed due to lipid deposits or years of UV exposure. The skin around the eyes can sag, forming bags or deep lines. And behind those physical shifts, vision changes can quietly influence how connected you feel to the world around you. Take Harold, a retired postal worker who spent decades scanning mail and reading addresses. In his late 60s, he started finding it harder to read street signs, even with glasses. He also noticed the world seemed dimmer. His optometrist diagnosed him with early cataracts. Common, yes, but still disheartening. There's something deeply emotional about losing the clarity in your vision. Your eyes connect you to your memories, to your loved one's expressions, to nature's beauty. When that begins to fade, it can stir feelings of loss, frustration, even isolation. But here's the light at the end of the tunnel. Eye health is more manageable today than ever. Regular eye exams, proper lighting in your living space, eye protective nutrition like leafy greens, fish oils, and antioxidant-rich foods. And protecting your eyes from excessive screen use or UV exposure can preserve vision far longer than many realize. And for conditions like cataracts or glaucoma, early intervention can make a world of difference. So if your eyes seem a little duller lately, don't ignore it. They're not just windows to your soul. They're windows to the life you still have left to fully see and experience. So, how many of these signs have you quietly noticed in yourself? A subtle scent? A stubborn belly? Growing ears? Slimmer calves? Here's what you must remember. Aging isn't something happening to you. It's something happening for you. Every wrinkle, every shift in your body, every new story your skin tells It's the price of resilience, wisdom, and experience. You're not broken. You're evolving. And with knowledge comes power. The power to stay strong. The power to adapt. The power to live each chapter fully, fiercely, and fearlessly. Don't fear these changes. Face them. Understand them. Own them. And most importantly, take action. Small daily choices build the life you want to live tomorrow. I'd love to hear from you. Backhand index pointing right. What stood out to you the most today? Backhand index pointing right. Have you noticed any of these signs in yourself? Drop a comment below and share one insight you're taking away. Your story matters, and reading your words fuels our passion to create more content that supports and inspires you. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and share this video with someone you care about. Together, let's build a community of strong, resilient men who don't just grow older, they grow bolder. Thanks for watching, and remember, the best is yet to come.